So, I just woke up like an hour ago. I got up, made coffee for me and my wife, and I did my Bible reading, which is, it's actually a process of reading through the New Testament 30 times in 3 years, and it goes through section by section. So right now I'm working through Romans 1 through 8, and I just read it for the 10th time so far. So it's an interesting process. Now I'm heading up to the workshop because it's a little bit past 7:30, and the group workout starts at 7:30, so I'm running late, so I'm gonna hop in there now. What are we doing? Arms? No sound.
The other thing is with your nervous system as well. It's like when you were going out to battle, going out to fight something, your nervous system is like in war mode. And I feel like when you're actually working, it's the same thing. Yeah, behind a computer.
Yeah.
It's the same fight for resources.
It is.
So you're able to go out
because
you're physiological.
Right.
Now you're able to switch back to like changing a diaper or something while you're trying to.
Yeah, it breaks that zone.
That's why. That's kind of like why the books like The Art of War and 33 Laws of War, like those two books, which are not
Sun Tzu,
directly like Sun Tzu, and then the other one was Robert Greene. They're not directly like some sort of career related or business related or anything like that. But primarily, like the most people that are reading those books today are like someone in like starting a business or have like an advanced career, entrepreneurs, like that type of area, because it is like war-like. Like it is like it has that same physiological
we just
impact.
happen to like grow up in this period of time of like post-war, a mega amount of opulence where the boomers could kind of like they could actually just turn off any of that drive to actually fight. They could just show up at their goy job, punch in, punch out, and be comfortable enough.
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, now we're enslaved and you have to pay the price for it. But for a while there's like a full generation or two, just that net wealth that we've created.
Well, they don't understand our anxiety. The younger generation trying to do like realizing the problem, realizing we're slaves, and trying to do something different. They don't understand it. They're like, why can't you just plug back into your boy job, right? Do what we did, It's a good life. Like go work, come home, sit on the couch, watch
$100,000 house is $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like it's like I said, they robbed from future generations to have their opulence, and that's the part that they're in denial about. Like they don't want to admit that. I mean, God does everything for a purpose, right? Like that generation in the wilderness. It's so funny is because Paul talks about this in 1 Corinthians 10. He said these things are written down for your benefit, right? In the context, it's all like the bad shit, right? There's a good thing, like everybody was baptized into Moses in the Red Sea. They all partook of one spiritual food with the manna from heaven. They drank from the rock, which was Christ. He says that in 1 Corinthians 10, right? And he's talking about all the things that they did, the idolatry, right? They go into idolatry, they worship the calf. He gets into all this stuff because this stuff was written down for you guys. And I think like even now, the things that we saw with like the boomers, the things that happened, like God intended all that to happen for our generation to wake up. Their generation had to be in the wilderness so that our generation could enter into the promised land. It had to come to pass, right? We're the boomers, we're the hippies, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and then we're going to cash out on our retirement, and we're going to make money and have this huge house. Kids will figure it out, right? You had that mentality. And then when they go to their grave, right, they're going to see, like, first of all, that their families are gone, right? A lot of them divorced, their families are destroyed, or their kids went gay, or their kids don't want anything to do with them, or their kids went ultra-conservative like me and are pissed off at them. So they're going to lose all of their kids. All of their wealth is going to be like ash in their mouths, like when they go to enjoy it, right? They're going to be 85 years old and nursing up alone. There's going to be a lot of regret in that generation as they approach death.
They'll probably just cope by popping some pills.
100%. Well, they're doing that now.
Spinning out, down to the
Right.
senior citizen orgy.
Yeah. Their generation, their house will be left desolate. The judgment of God has come upon them, but it all came for a purpose. They are an example to us, for now on, for the rest of the time, for our generation, Calvin's generation, and his children, what not to do.
So my gorgeous wife just deep cleaned the
Hung up
entire
all of our
room.
bags, put all of our clothes away, remade the bed,
Wow.
put out all the tinctures, organized everything.
Let's get a room tour here. Bed's made. Got everything over there nice and neat. Let's check out here. Sheesh. That's Adelaide's bed. Wow. Looks pretty good in here. And we got the bathroom. I think she did pretty good. It's really solid in here. I'm excited.
you like it?
Yeah. It looks
I
really
even
good
cleaned the
in here.
windows.
Wow. You went all out. Jeez.
Sylvia set up all of her plants.
Yeah, I see that.
This room seemed to have the best lighting. Did you show?
Yeah, the plants actually look great here.
This
Yeah, I did. Show that off.
organized. So this is all of my detoxing, cleanses stuff, and then this is my oils, and then my cleaner, and then this is like women hormone health. This is your hormone health, or I don't know, that stuff, and then baby, and then colds, and then natural ibuprofen and all that stuff.
It's really good.
Oh wait, I'm not done. Okay.
There's more.
So then teas, and then your energy things, silver, and then more like supplements, detox bath, charcoal, mushrooms, lotions, all of these creams and stuff. Oh, and boogie sucking. And then head coverings, aprons. I'll finish it once. This is cool. This mirror.
Nice.
Anyways, so what do you think? And then did you see like diapers?
Yeah.
Water bottles, all of your stuff, hats, and then pants, sweatshirts, church clothes, Adelaide's pajamas, Phoenix clothes, and then purses, coloring, books,
I like the
a bunch of different types of
here.
toys.
Diapers.
And then look, I put Adelaide's clothes low, so then we can
so
work
she can
on
grab it.
her picking out her outfits. And then this is your clothes that we have here so far, and then here's mine.
Nice.
And then and then here's my long dresses. I'm gonna put my long dresses in this corner.
Nice.
And then leggings, bathing suits, shorts, church pants, athletic shorts, work pants.
Good.
This I put back there. Put all the extra bedding up there.
Good.
You know. And then snacks, extra blanket. Oh, and then this is my underwear and bras. This is everyone's socks, and that's your underwear.
Nice.
What do you think? Took me all day,
Yeah, it looks great.
but I did it.
You did it. I knew you'd get it done one day.
Yeah.
So this video was kind of meant to be our first day in the life after moving to Texas. And this was the first day since we got here, but it didn't really give a good idea of what our actual routines look like, especially since the first day we were kind of not being on a super rigorous schedule. We also had, like weeks and months to figure out what routines would work best for what we're trying to do here. But our typical, daily routine, at least for the guys and me, is we still do our workouts at 7:30. We're a lot more diligent about getting there on time, especially me, since I've been leading the workouts for the guys. I try to get there before 7:30 and I try to get all the guys to be there, like around time so we can knock it out. And then after that, the women will bring up our shakes for breakfast. They work on that while we're working out. It's very kind of them. And after that, we usually end workout from like 8:15 to 8:30. Everyone usually leaves, gets ready for the day, and we start our work day. Most of us try to start before 9. Whatever the work day looks like is different from each person that's here, depending on what they're doing. For me, at least, video editing is going to be a good portion of my day. I've been trying to make sure that I can keep that lower than, just my entire day, because there's other projects that I'd like to work on, projects involving the new barn that we just got and the animals that we're going to be putting in there, projects involving some of the homes that we're going to be building, things of that nature that I'd like to get involved in as well. It's also good to be there so that, we can record and actually document that for you guys to see. At 12 o'clock, we usually have our meeting where all the guys come together, discuss what we're currently working on, what we worked on the end of the day before, and the morning of that day. We just go through everything that we've been working on for the past week, what we're particularly working on within that day, so that we're all aware of what we're all doing and we're keeping each other accountable for all of our work. We have dinner at around 5. After dinner, we usually do family worship all together. Josh has been leading that since we got here, and he does a great job. After that, on a regular day, we'll kind of just wind down, get ready for bed. Fridays, a lot of times we'll do the play tests for Kingdom, which hopefully there'll be some of that in one of these vlogs as well soon, because they're really cool. Sometimes we'll watch these videos back with that play test, and sometimes we'll do like a movie or something like that. Saturday's usually chill. Sunday, of course, we go to church, and that's basically the routine. It's very simple. Me and Dory, we usually go to Costco on Wednesdays so that we can get enough food for everyone throughout the week, which can be a lot. There is going to be a Costco vlog coming out too if you want to see how hectic that actually gets. It's kind of crazy. What's the next video coming out? We're about to find out. That's right. When I'm recording this, it's now almost February. We originally moved to Texas in October, so it's been a while. Obviously, since February, we already stayed here through the holidays. So we've vlogged the holidays since it was our first Thanksgiving and Christmas all together in a Jesus village. So in a week from now, we'll have that finally posted. You should subscribe and press the bell so that you don't miss it, and you can see what Thanksgiving and Christmas is like when you have about 20 or so people living together in one place. So yeah, you guys will see that next week. And until then, God bless.